Yeah. Well, I'm here with Alex and Helen, and this is quite a big studio, Alex.
Yeah, it's big, isn't it? It's 30 foot.
27.
27
By
foot.
12.
By 12.
By 12.
Even better than me. No, I built it.
And then how big is the veranda?
The same.
27
Just
by
as
12.
big.
So it's doubled.
And the flyover.
Same.
So this is the biggest flyover and the biggest deck that we've done.
Yeah, to date.
Yeah. And this is also the longest garden we've worked in.
100 metres.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, it's 100 metres.
Well, you can't see the house, can you? So, so yeah, I've just ran up it. It's a bit of a trek.
It is a trek.
But you use this for fitness, Helen,
Yeah,
is that right?
fitness clients and small groups, very small groups, and a bit of biomechanics screening.
So what was that? You were going through
multi-use.
that a little bit with me.
Yeah, just screening people's muscles, checking their function, that they're working correctly, and if they're not, sorting them out with a few therapeutic exercises before they do a conditioning program and move on to their one-to-one exercise,
Right.
which fits in with the studio perfectly.
Right.
Or small groups of up to 4.
So could you show me those straps again? Because you've got, I mean, it looks a bit like a bondage
suspension.
room,
A lot
but
of people say it's a bit 50 Shades. So it's actually got a purpose. That is the general comments from people.
Not that I've read 50 Shades.
No, wouldn't read that.
I get the...
So yeah, just suspension straps where you use your own body weight to perform exercises.
yeah. So does that save a load of gym equipment?
Yeah, well I think so. My main ethos is to use your own body weight
Right.
for functional fitness.
So are you less likely to damage yourself
Yeah, I
doing
think
that?
so. I think so. And you can, because you put the mirrors in as well, people can see their correct technique
Right.
whilst using
Yeah.
the straps. And
Mirrors.
put together, I use resistance bands and suspension and your own body weight in order to perform normal functional things that you perform in everyday life.
Right.
We even do things like just standing up and kneeling down, and standing up and kneeling down.
Right.
But the main thing with these is, because it's an unstable, an unstable thing, that you have to stabilise your core before you do anything with your limbs.
Right.
So you need to have good core strength before you use them.
So could you just show me that chart? Because I think I understood you were on about measuring different...
Yeah, it's just the use of a skeleton where you measure each bone across, each muscle across a joint.
There is the skeleton.
I'll show you this.
Yeah.
There's my real skeleton.
Right.
Always wanted a skeleton.
Bob. Was it Bob?
Bob.
Bob's the latest
Yeah.
name for Bob.
And I'll just show you one that's... So you just use that... so I just, by process of elimination, you measure across the bony anatomy and measure the muscles and the movement of the bones in order to assess whether muscles are working correctly.
And that shows you whether muscles are
Which muscles are in spasm and not in spasm.
Spasm, that was the word.
And working correctly. So spasm doesn't lengthen or shorten. And then which muscles, then by small exercises to get them out of spasm, to get the brain triggering the area. Also we measure nerve mobility by movement. And then get them out of spasm, stretch, condition.
Right, so you can't,
Functional.
like what you were saying, that you can't really condition until they're out of spasm.
No, because they don't shorten or lengthen a muscle that's in spasm.
Right.
I mean, some people may use massage to do that, increase the blood supply to an area.
Right,
You know, there's many forms of other therapies that you can use to do that.
yeah.
I just find this is quite a good one for people that are into their fitness because it makes sense. It's scientifically proven.
Right, yeah,
And it reduces back pain.
yeah,
So you can then move forward conditioning effectively and safely.
yeah. No, it's fantastic. It's good, isn't it?
And it's been-
we've got, as you say, put a wall of mirrors so they can check out if they're doing the technique correctly.
Yeah. And also look at feet. So you can measure gait, you can see the gait of someone.
Right,
And then analyse what trainers they need. So
right,
that when they're running or walking, they've got the proper shoes. So decrease the risk of injury, basically. It's all about reducing injury
right.
and maximal
So
effect.
if you do get an injury, you walk with a funny gait, you put other parts of your
Yeah,
body
exactly.
on,
Everything else goes out of kilter.
Yeah.
So quite often that's why you look at the pelvis and then you work out. If everything in the core isn't functioning, then your limbs don't work.
Right. Okay.
So so that's why I've got the treadmill ready to assess gait, as well as do a bit of cardio.
And you were saying you use the AC quite a lot because it gets quite hot in here.
Yeah, it's a very hot studio, so you could sleep in it
Right.
without the AC. In fact, my teenagers want to sleep in it,
Right.
but it's yeah, the AC I use quite a lot for generally it's all right without anything because
Right.
it's cool enough up here.
Okay.
But yeah, for the cooling rather than
The heating.
heat.
Yeah.
I
Although
haven't
you
gone through the winter yet.
yeah, you haven't had a winter yet,
No.
have you? Yeah.
So I might not actually need it for
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
It'll just be.
But they do
What
stay
I've got.
very warm, don't they?
They do. When it was new, it was quite cold. You could feel it was new. It's cold.
Yeah.
But now it's been lived in. Probably use it, every day, or some the members of the family use it as well.
Yeah.
Then it's lived in. It's got body heat.
And you've also got a toilet here,
Yeah.
haven't you? Because your house is 100 yards away.
100 metres
100 metres,
away.
is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a
So
toilet,
you've
I've
got
got
a loo.
internet. So it's a proper office as well.
Yeah. And this isn't a cartridge toilet, is it, Alex?
No, this is
No.
a normal toilet.
So it's proper
All
mains
plumbed in.
toilet,
The sink,
sink.
the internal walls we fitted.
Yeah. So your customers don't need to go anywhere.
No, they don't. I mean, I took advice from people who go to other little studios and they said that it's nice to have a toilet.
Yeah.
But mainly in an hour they don't need to go. But if we were sitting up here, and because we can use the veranda obviously as a relaxing area,
Right.
then you don't need to go down the garden.
Yeah. No,
Everything's
it's
up
lovely.
here.
Yeah.
Fridge, internet.
Oh, fridge as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Put the internet up here
Brilliant.
in the trench.
Okay. That's
So,
brilliant.
all good.
That's fantastic. Thanks for that, Helen. That's
Oh.
brilliant. Thank you.
Easier